I'm Kenya Burrell-VanWormer, serving as chair for HAR in 2018. I'm excited to introduce one of our partners today from Metrostudy, Mr. Lawrence Dean, the Houston Regional Director. Thank you for being with us.
Oh, thank you so much, Kenya. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, you know, it's great that we have this relationship between HAR and Metrostudy because most of our members are interested in selling new homes. Just want to ask you a few questions today to help give them a better understanding of what Metrostudy is able to share with them in terms of data and updates.
Absolutely.
So we talk a lot about jobs and housing growth. How does job growth really affect the real estate market?
Well, job growth is really the core fundamental that supports demand for new housing units. And of course, at Metrostudy, we focus very heavily on the creation of new homes. And so we're always looking at demand drivers for new homes and necessitating new homes. In the Houston area, as of the end of 2017, so the calendar 12 months of 2017, the region added 46,000 additional new jobs, which that's beneficial certainly to demand for new homes. Regional forecasters, both Patrick Jankowski at the Greater Houston Partnership and Dr. Bill Gilmer at the University of Houston Institute for Regional Forecasting, they both think we'll see around 41,000 to 45,000 net new jobs as of the end of 2018. So kind of more of the same, and that's positive.
That is good news for Houston.
Yes.
So how does Houston compare to other major MSAs?
In terms of annual job growth, Houston is currently the number 10 ranked metro, having added 46,000 jobs in 2017. Okay. However, in terms of new home starts and the creation of new single-family homes, we remain the second highest volume market in the country, only behind Dallas-Fort Worth.
Oh, okay. Not too bad at all.
No.
Not too bad. What are the new home market top issues for us to watch for in 2018?
Certainly. The top issues to focus on in 2018 in the new home market certainly have to do with interest rate increases and the potential for interest rate increases and how that affects buyers both at the entry-level piece of the market as well as move-up buyers. Also, tax reform and some of the housing-related pieces of tax reform, the state and local tax relative lack of deductibility, that could potentially put a damper on new home demand, as well as the reduction on the amount of mortgage interest that you can deduct from your taxes. Additional concerns and things to watch out for are availability of lots. You certainly have to have a lot to be able to build a home, and most builders are concerned about the availability of lots and the pipeline of lots that will be available in late 2018 and in 2019.
Okay, so in order for them to deliver, they have to have the lots.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Well, we've also noticed that Houston's ranked number 2 in the national housing market of top 25 master plan communities. We've noticed Riverstone is number 1. What's taken into consideration for a development to make that list?
Absolutely. So Metrostudy on an annual basis produces the top master plan communities ranked by the number of new home starts that happen in the year in that community. What goes into a master plan community? A high level of amenitization, many different housing product types and price points and styles, and just a very overall high development quality and high concept development theme. Houston has scads of such quality master plan communities, Riverstone by Johnson Development being especially notable as it's the highest volume community in the entire city of Houston.
Wow. You know, we do have some pretty wonderful master plan communities in Houston, but we also have top builders as well. What attributes are taken into consideration when you have that top 25 list of builders in the Houston area?
Certainly. We're seeing high volume, high new home starts and closings volumes by production builders really at all different ends of the pricing and product spectrum. D.R. Horton, a Texas-based, Fort Worth, Texas-based large public production builder, continues to be the number 1 builder in the Houston market, and what goes behind that high volume is that they offer products really suited to just an amazing variety of different buyer needs and price points, and that's something consistent through those top maybe 5 of the 25 super high volume builders.
Which makes sense. So basically they're building what consumers are looking for.
That's right.
That makes sense.
That's right.
What advice can you give to realtors who would like to focus on new home sales? I do think there's a direct link between realtors bringing business to builders and builders making opportunities available to realtors.
Absolutely. Builders are starving to grow and maintain realtor relationships. Many of the big production builders, really most all of them, have a realtor relations team and put together realtor events, and frankly they would love to see even more realtors participate in those types of events and really build those relationships so that realtors know what those new home builders have to offer buyers and what promotions they're offering with their realtor partners.
Makes sense. When we look at closings for 2018, 2019, we have some predictions that are out there based on the past. What do you think 2018, 2019 will look like?
Absolutely, and I guess I'll start slightly with the past to explain the future. In 2017, we saw just over 27,500 new home starts over the 12 months of 2017. In 2018, we're forecasting that to increase slightly to right around 28,000. So a modest but reasonable increase. Then for 2019, presently, we're forecasting a similar increase up to the 28,400, 28,500 range in terms of annual new home starts. Things that could help accelerate that certainly are a reduced interest rate growth environment, should that take place over the remainder of 18, as well as stronger than forecasted job growth, especially in the upstream energy sector. If any of those positives happen in our region, then our forecast could be very conservative.
Very good news. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us today. And if you would like more information about Metrostudy, we have some information posted for you to contact them.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.